Hello and welcome to a quick tips video on how to get connected to a Mitsubishi PLC over Ethernet. This applies for Mitsubishi PLCs that have the built-in Ethernet port directly built in. Here I have the GXWorks 2 software. The first thing you're going to want to do is either read from the PLC or connect to the PLC. To read from the PLC you have two options. You can go to Online, Read from PLC, or you can select this button here, which is Read from PLC. Another option is if you're starting out from scratch, you can create a new project by selecting this New or Control N, or going to Project New. And then from there you can select your connection destination. In our case, we're going to read from the PLC. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this button, and I'm going to say OK. Then what's going to come up is Transfer Setup Connection window. This is common for GX Developer and also GXWorks 2. First thing you're going to want to set is your PC side. So you're going to be connecting over your Ethernet board. So you select Ethernet board and say yes. Second, you're going to select your PLC module. If I double click on this, I can find the CPU and make it very easy. So if I click Find CPU, it's going to go out, use the DHCP server, and find the IP address, which is shown here, for that CPU. Now this is the default IP address for all Mitsubishi Electric PLCs out of the box. To register this, I'm going to double click on this, and it will bring it up into this IP address window here. Now I say OK. And next thing I want to specify is the no specification. I don't have a big network that I'm connecting to. And then the last thing you're going to want to configure is what CPU are you connecting to. Is it target CPU 1, 2? You can actually leave this blank, but it's recommended to select 1. And then you can do a test by selecting Connection Test. Now here you're going to get a message that's going to say you can't communicate. Well, the reason is because the IP address of your computer needs to be similar to the IP address of the PLC. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and change the IP address of our computer. You double click on Local Area Connection, pull up Properties, come to the TCP/IP settings, and you're going to set an IP address manually. So we're going to go with 192.168.3, and let's just say 40. And then subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and say OK. And then OK, and then close. Now that we have our new connection, we can go ahead and select Connection Test again, and we are connected. And then you say OK, and it will proceed with reading all the data from the PLC. I hope that answered any questions you may have. Stay tuned for the next Quick Tips video.